hate to interrupt your conference, but it's now 4:11. We're at the Muskegon County Board of Commissioners meeting together. If we'd rise for an invocation, please. Lord, as we approach this holiday season, I pray that you watch over and keep all of our citizens safe and bring them both peace and joy during this season. As we deliberate today, let us be guided by you to make the decisions that will benefit the citizens of our county. And as always, watch over those who protect us both here and abroad. Amen.
Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, Madam.
Commissioner Collins.
Here.
Commissioner Cross. Commissioner Derasinski.
Excused.
Commissioner Engel.
Here.
Commissioner Jager.
Here.
Commissioner Longmire.
Present.
Chairman Mahoney.
Here.
Commissioner Plummer.
Here.
Commissioner Skolnick.
Excused.
Vice Chairman Snyder.
Here.
Commissioner Wilkins. Here. 9 present, 2 excused.
We have a quorum. Next is the approval of the agenda.
So moved.
Second. Second to approve the agenda as presented. Any concerns? If not, all those in favor signify by saying yes.
Yes.
Those opposed, no. Motion carried. We're in the agenda where we have public comment concerning an item on the
Mr.
agenda.
Chairman, approval of minutes.
Oh, approval of minutes, I missed that, thank you. Approval of the minutes for November 17th.
Moved. Second.
Moved and seconded to approve the meeting minutes of November 17th, 2011. Any concerns? Questions? If not, all of those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no. Motion carries. Now we're at the public comment on the agenda item. Approach the podium and give us your name, please. Only for the record.
My name is Jim Riley. Lady and gentlemen of the County Commission, you've been elected by the public, and we, the electorate have entrusted you with the authority and the responsibility to make informed and wise decisions on our behalf. And as I see this room filled larger than I normally do with young people, the decisions that you make and will continue to make, but in particular today, will affect these young people far more than most of the rest of us adults in terms of how their lives will be and how their finances will be if they continue to live in Muskegon County. And as you know, you're going to vote today to approve or disapprove 3 union contracts binding county employees and Muskegon taxpayers. And as you surely must know, the specifics of these agreements have been kept from those who will ultimately be paying the cost of those documents, and those are the citizens and the taxpayers of our county. So I would ask that before you vote, to inform us taxpayers and residents of Muskegon County and answer some simple questions that I'm sure that you already asked yourselves. First question would be is how many paid days off from work, including holidays, sick days, vacation days, personal days, birthdays, and any other paid leave from the work of the county will these new contracts grant to the employees? And how do these new contracts differ from the current contracts in this respect? The retirement and health care benefits, including vision and dental for county employees, have been described by experts as Cadillac plans and are definitely more lavish than those of private employers and local municipalities in our county. They more resemble the union agreements in Detroit's Wayne County and Flint's Genesee County rather than the balanced budget counties of Oakland and Kent County. Do these new contracts address these unfair disparities? Our county has made promises of secure health care and pensions to current and already retired employees that are estimated to be underfunded currently by about $100 million. Exactly how will these new contracts affect the county's ability to fulfill your promises that have been made to county employees without reducing services or increasing taxes? Simply stated, How much more or less will these contracts cost the taxpayers of Muskegon County? If it will be less, let's celebrate together. If it will be more, please explain. If you don't know, how can you vote on these contracts today without knowing? In short, you have a sacred responsibility to fully understand in great detail just how these union agreements will affect the ability of the county to provide services and manage the scarce funds available. Please assure us citizens that you have the answers and will share them with us before you vote today. Otherwise, I implore you to postpone your vote until you have fulfilled your responsibilities and know specifically what your vote would cost, just like you would do if it was your own money. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Anyone else wishing to comment on an agenda item? None? We now depart for a presentation for the recognition of the Mona Shores girls golf team. Ross?
This way, that way. Where do you want us to say? There you go.
Right up here to spot. Do I read this or do I read it? Okay. Tribute and recognition of the Mona Shores girls golf team's Division II state champions. Whereas the Mona Shores golf team, girls golf team, made school history by winning its third consecutive Division II state championship. And whereas they ended up with a 671 team total, and they were 27 shots better than the second place team, Birmingham Seaholm. And whereas they had to overcome cool temperatures of humidity and high gusty winds, causing many other teams to falter. And whereas Coach John Brainerd credited the team's dedication and focus as instrumental in winning the state competition. And whereas the three-peat as state champions is the first in Mona Shore school history for any sport. Whereas the state is recognized and will be recognized in a special ceremony on December 9th, that therefore be resolved that the Muskegon County Board of Commissioners presents this tribute to the golf team, girls golf team from Mona Shores in recognition of their outstanding achievement in winning the third consecutive Division II state championship. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. We've got. And here today, we've got a couple absent. We've got one. Tomorrow night, we do get recognized. They raised the banner in our new gymnasium. But we've got junior Kelsey McKinley. We have our senior Ashley Taylor, junior Haley Horenowich, and junior Brittany Gilo. So with all those juniors, we're hoping to be back next year. So hopefully we'll see you again next year.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Again, well deserved. Under communications and information, you've had some resolutions, and you can read those over at your leisure. Two of them deal with stormwater and runoff from logging roads, and one is the opposition to changing Michigan's auto no-fault insurance law. But those are for your information. Committee reports. I believe the courts and public safety, we have officially been distributed.
Mr. Chairman, the Courts and Public Safety Committee met on December 6, 2011. It was recommended that I move CPS 11/12-42 and 43.
Moved by Commissioner Snyder and seconded by Commissioner Longmire to accept the Courts and Public Safety Committee report of December 6th. Any discussion? Not. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Cross.
Yes.
Commissioner Engel.
Yes.
Commissioner Jaeger.
Yes.
Commissioner Longmire.
Yes.
Commissioner Plummer.
Yes.
Vice Chairman Snyder.
Yes.
Commissioner Wilkins.
Yes.
Commissioner Collins.
Yes.
Chairman Mahoney.
Yes.
9 yes.
That completes the report of the Courts and Public Safety Committee.
The motion has carried. Thank you. Commissioner Plummer, now that your Human Resources Committee report has been distributed.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, on December 6, 2011, the Human Resources Committee met. It was recommended, and I move HR 11/12-92 to HR 11/12-96.
Second.
Moved by Commissioner Plummer, seconded by Commissioner Collins to accept the Human Resources Committee report of December 6th. Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call, Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Engel,
Yes.
Commissioner Jager,
Yes.
Commissioner Longmire,
Yes.
Commissioner Plummer,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Snyder,
Yes.
Commissioner Wilkins.
Yes.
Commissioner Collins,
Yes.
Commissioner Cross.
Yes.
Chairman Mahoney,
Yes.
9 yes.
Okay, motion carries.
Mr. Chairman, that concludes my report.
Thank you, Commissioner Plummer. Ways and Means, Commissioner Collins.
Mr. Chairman, the Ways and Means Committee met on December 1st, 2011. It was recommended, and I moved WM 11/12-164 through 167.
Second.
67.
Moved by Commissioner Collins, seconded by Commissioner Cross to accept the Ways and Means Committee report. Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call, Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Jager,
Yes.
Commissioner Longmire,
Yes.
Commissioner Plummer,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Snyder,
Yes.
Commissioner Wilkins,
Yes.
Commissioner Collins.
Yes.
Commissioner Cross.
Yes.
Commissioner Engel,
Yes.
Chairman Mahoney,
Yes.
9 yes.
Okay, motion carried.
Mr. Chairman, that concludes the report.
Thank you, Commissioner Collins. Under my report, a couple of things. I have a DHS appointment, board appointment. Appointed one a month or so ago, but due to technical problems, she was unable to serve. I'm going to offer up for my recommendation for appointment to DHS board is Mr. Dave Cotter. Engel, seconded by Commissioner Longmire to agree with my appointment of Commissioner Cotter, or not Commissioner Cotter, but Mr. Cotter as the DHS board appointment. Any discussion?
Does he have like experience in this or anything, or is there, they're the only one we can get, or?
No, Commissioner Plummer and Commissioner
Skolnick and Mr. Longmire, we interviewed him, and it was a real toss-up between him and Ms. Strapp, and either one of them, but yeah, he'll do great. Trust me.
Very good.
I believe Mr. Longmire feels the same way.
I agree.
And from a personal point of view, I've known Mr. Cotter for a long time, and he has worked within government and within boards very well for a long period of time. But he and I were on the school board in Montague together for a long time.
That makes it really good.
Yeah.
I like the Montague.
Hey.
Was it your suspension that came up? Never mind. We have a motion to agree with my appointment of Mr. Cotter. Any further discussion? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the same. Motion carries. I would like to make a quick announcement here, because we had talked about Rotary Park before. The grant of $150,800 to develop Rotary Park, providing access for kayaking, canoeing, and for those who, and a barrier-free playground for those citizens, has been tentatively agreed to by the Natural Resources Trust Fund. It still has to be appropriated. The money still has to be appropriated by the legislature, but I don't foresee that as a problem. It's a good win for us. It'll be an excellent addition to. Other than that, we can, any liaisons wishing to report. Not, we can move on to the administrator's report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and County Board of Commissioners. I present to you for your consideration approval of contract settlement with the Teamsters District Court and authorize County Board Chair and County Clerk to sign labor agreements.
So move. Second.
Moved and seconded to approve the contract settlement with Teamsters District Court and authorize myself and the county clerk to sign it. Any discussion?
Yes. I kind of know the answer, but I would just like it out there. Could you please give us the savings? It could be like in a family plan if we took the high deductible instead of the low deductible. So it's kind of on record.
On the high and low deductibles, I think the high deductible, which was $1,000, it was an $800 family plan. The premium was $800. And on the lower deductible was like $1,100. Oh, she's got everything is for that.
Debbie Bernadette, Human Resources Director. I guess I didn't understand your question though.
You know, the people, we have now rolled in here where people can take a high deductible instead of the normal deductible we have at present. And I would like to know that, I would just like to have show the savings it could save families if they are a single person. If they, instead of taking the low deductible, they can take the high deductible. The savings in that. You got that?
Yeah. The regular plan, if you're a family, is going to be, the premium is $1,400 a month, which would cost the employee $210, and that is with a 0 in-network deductible. They have a $250, $500 out-of-network deductible, $10 office visit, and $1,000, $2,000 max out-of-pocket, and a 7/12 50% drug card. Then if they go with the reduced medical plan, a $20 office visit at the doctor's office, but then for any services other than prescription and office visit, they would have a $250, $500 deductible that they would have to meet before any payment would be made. So their cost for a family would be $168, so it's $168 instead of $210. They're gambling that they're not going to go to the doctor that many times, so they're going to take the risk. Then if they go with a high deductible plan, it drops their cost down for a family to $126, but they pay $30 every time they go to the doctor's office, and then they have a $500, $1,000 deductible for any other services. So they would have to front that money first.
What is the cost of that plan?
$840 a month.
It could be, $600, $600 a month.
To the employee, it would mean about $85 a month difference from the original plan.
I just like to say that maybe a lot of people wouldn't take it, but I think it's a good option for young people if they want a cheaper plan.
Yeah,
I've already said it.
If you don't think you're going to go to the doctor that much, you could gamble that.
I still pay for everything anyway, so it doesn't matter to me. So I would opt to do this. So I think this is a good thing that we're doing this. Thank you for giving us that information.
You're now.
I'd like to address Mr. Riley's comments. I think it deserves a response. I'd like to just comment that this has been a process that was initiated a number of years ago, in which we have changed a number of items in the labor agreements in the interest of the taxpayers. And I think we've made some substantial improvements without cutting services and without cutting the ability of the individuals to perform those services. So I happen to think that contracts here are well thought out. I think they're integrating those items that we have talked about in the past. We've reduced longevity for new employees, new hires, so that people can plan as they come through. And we have not changed the promises to a great degree to the people who existed under prior administrations. So I think this is a good program, and I think we've made a lot of progress. As far as transparency is concerned, all of those changes have been reviewed in the newspaper previously, and I don't see anything here that is not transparent. So I happen to think we've made a lot of progress. I think these are good contracts, and frankly, I'd put all three of them together at once and approve them all in one motion, but that's not my choice.
Thank you, Commissioner Snyder. Anyone else wishing to comment? I'll just make a comment here that our employees have basically stepped up to the plate and taken some major hits in terms of health insurance contributions, retirement contributions. They are willing and they have made several sacrifices, and they understand that this county needs those at this point. And we thank them for their efforts, employees. We've had a motion and second.
I'd like to thank staff for doing their side too and working over this to make this all come together.
Anyone else? Didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's fine.
Had a motion and a second to accept the contract, Teamster District Court contract provisions.
Wait. What are you doing, one at a time here?
One at a time.
You're on the first one right now? Okay.
We did have a motion to approve the first one, we just haven't voted on it yet.
Right.
Okay.
Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Longmire,
Yes.
Commissioner Plummer,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Snyder,
Yes.
Commissioner Wilkins,
Yes.
Commissioner Collins,
Yes.
Commissioner Cross,
Yes.
Commissioner Engel,
Yes.
Commissioner Jager,
I want to explain my vote. No.
Chairman Mahoney.
Yes.
8 yes, 1 no.
Mr. Jager.
I have decided that I am not going to vote for any contract with a defined benefit program for new hires. And this one has that in it, and I don't believe in it. I think it puts unions against unions, and I think it's not best for the taxpayer. The military is talking about getting away from this and going to defined contributions. The post office is going to do the same, and Muskegon Township just did do this. And so I just cannot go with the defined benefit program for new hires. So,
Thank you. Leave the motion carried. Madam Administrator.
Mr. Chair and County Board of Commissioners, I present to you for your consideration approval of contract settlement with the Teamsters General Employees Unit and authorize County Board Chair and County Clerk to sign labor agreements.
So moved.
Seconded.
Second, moved by Commissioner Flower, seconded by Commissioner Engel to approve the contract settlement with the Teamsters General Employees Unit. Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call, Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Plummer,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Snyder,
Yes.
Commissioner Wilkins,
Yes.
Commissioner Collins,
Yes.
Commissioner Cross,
Yes.
Commissioner Engel,
Yes.
Commissioner Jager,
yes.
Commissioner Longmire,
Yes.
Chairman Mahoney,
Yes.
9 yes.
Motion carries.
Mr. Chair and County Board of Commissioners, I present to you for your consideration approval of contract settlement with the Teamsters Community Mental Health Aid Unit and authorize County Board Chair and County Clerk to sign labor agreement.
So moved. Second.
Moved by Commissioner Cross, seconded by Commissioner Engel to accept the contract settlement with the CMHA unit and authorizing myself and the county clerk to sign the labor agreement. Any discussion? If not, roll call, Madam Clerk.
Vice Chairman Snyder,
Yes.
Commissioner Wilkins,
Yes.
Commissioner Collins,
Yes.
Commissioner Cross,
Yes.
Commissioner Engel,
Yes.
Commissioner Jager,
No.
Commissioner Longmire,
Yes.
Commissioner Plummer,
Yes.
Chairman Mahoney,
Yes.
8 yes, 1 no.
Okay. Motion carries.
That concludes my report.
Thank you, Madam Administrator. Old business. We're at a point. Anybody have any old business to bring before this board? Not new business. Mr. Long.
Thank you, Commissioner, Mr. Chairman. If it pleases the board, I would like to pass a resolution honoring Mr. Nash for his 35 years of service with the county and wish him well in his retirement.
Second.
Moved by Commissioner Longmire, second by Commissioner Snyder, to pass a resolution honoring Mr. Nash and his 35-plus years with the county and wish him well in retirement. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying yes.
Yes.
Those opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you, Commissioner Longmire. Thank you. Any other new business?
We have any clocks,
I don't know if there's any box. Any other new business? If not, public comment on a new topic. Anyone wishing to comment on a new topic? Now I'd like to recognize Ms. Deb Ackerman from Eggleston Township, and the sheriff is hiding back there somewhere.
hard for the sheriff to hide.
There is no place to hide, right? Yeah, I would accept a motion to adjourn. Second to adjourn, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Yes.